Pulling up to camp. First time we've been back in since I had all that work done. I'm bringing some lime and some fertilizer for the food plots. Let's see what she looks like. It always looks way better in person than it does when you take pictures of it. The fern's growing again as usual. What a surprise that is. Yeah, I'm gonna unload the tree that fell over. Little one, but it's a tree still. Alrighty. Yeah, there's a tree stand. That doesn't seem like it's awful close. Where is that close? Alright. There's the backyard. A lot of weight in this lime, 15 bags of it. So I wanted to bring it before I brought the trailer with the UTV. Yeah, definitely a lot of roots I gotta clean up before I can plant. A lot of roots, a lot of rocks. I gotta level it out with the drag I got. I'm gonna put all that minerals and stuff right next to this shed right here. I'll put it on top of a pallet, I think. Maybe not. That pallet ain't very big. We'll see. I'm gonna back the truck up right there and unload it. All right, there's the camp. Hey, Sammy girl. All right, we are gonna just set the lime and fertilizer right over here for now. I got a small pallet right there. I can't remember what I purchased that had that on it. I'm gonna use that pallet and try and keep them off the ground and put some tarp over them. We'll see. See, I got ferns here growing I gotta take care of. I'm coming back on Monday. I'm gonna bring my UTV and the drag. I just had so much weight in the back of this truck that I didn't want to tow the UTV with the truck as well as the weight. This is like 1,000 pounds on the back of there between my truck box, and I have 680 pounds of lime and fertilizer. We'll take it right up into the food plot before we leave too. I had to go check out that the top part, the top of the fertilizer where I'm going to be putting, top of the food plot where I'm going to be putting the brassica. Gotta check that out. That's where I'll be planting first. that's it. That's it. Yeah, we did it. We did it. All right, Sammy, go. Whew. Watch out, Brenda. A lot of raking to do, I can see that for sure. Take this much work just for this little spot. Oh. A lot of work to do. Hopefully that drag works good for me. We'll see how she goes. Well, I was doing a little bit of raking and I realized it's kind of dumb for me to do that right now. See, I'm sweating to death. There's a lot of roots still getting snagged in the rake and stuff and rocks, so it's just better for me to drag it and then work on it afterwards with that grate I get over there when I come back on Monday. No sense of doing any more work and making it harder on myself than it already will be. This is a lot to rake, and I need to focus on the food plot first, not over here. I just got caught up leveling this out for that pallet of fertilizer and lime, and then as I do, keep on going when I shouldn't. So I stopped. I realized now this is just stupid when I can have that machine doing a lot of that work. There's going to be a lot of piles to rake up once this is all done. But again, I need to work on the top food plot first, then the lower food plot, and then the backyard will be after that. So, all right. Stop getting distracted, Shane. All right, I'm going to put this stuff away and take a little walk out to the shooting range area. Check that out. Here's some of the rocks they pulled out from behind the camp. Here's a camp. Nice big backyard. That's the trailway that goes back to the back part of the beginning of the food plot. I'd like to have had that cleared out, but it cost more time and more money than I had. Looking good. This is the beginning of the shooting range lane. To have 100 yards, you have to be right at the back of the camp for the 100 yards, but we're just going to take a walk, and I've never walked in here yet, and Sammy's anxious. And I've already seen deer tracks through the back of the camp yard already, so that's working. I'm going to thin out these woods here too. The other shooting lane is right there where the bright sunlight is. I got a maple tree right there that needs to be chopped down sometime for firewood, but we'll see when. I had some blue ribbons on some other maples I wanted to leave standing, and this stuff over here is so thick I definitely need to thin this out sometime, but that'll be a next year thing by the looks of stuff, the way things are going for that food plot and then hunting season. All right, we're gonna head down that way, check out that stump. He said that'd be a good place to put the target stand, and he had a place I could turn the UTV around down there, so we're gonna go check it out. Well, I made it to the stump. Looks like this was a maple tree, and there's a big giant pawpaw right there. They almost cut it. I don't know why they didn't. Well, probably because it got bad side over there, probably. It's all twisted. Do good firewood anyway. And Sammy, we're at the back of this straight stretch. Let me show you the other side here. There it is. Right to the back of the camp, the edge of the camp to this stump was 101 yards, so got plenty of range. Looks good. And the other target board right over there somewhere. I can see it through the woods. I actually walked past it to get to this one. So I see some deer tracks in through here. It's gonna be a good spot. The guy did a really good job cleaning this out for me. Still got some logs and stuff I gotta take care of in the middle here. Stumps and stuff, but we'll get it. It's gonna be awesome. You can see I had some blue ribbons on some maple trees I wanted left up. Then there's some more down there. And a big pine still. They didn't take any much pine. A lot of good pine still. Pine, and I got some hemlock too, amongst other stuff. Well, that's it. Me and Sammy are gonna go check out the food plot now, the top part, and see how that is. He took some stumps out of that for me. And we'll check out that and give you some footage when we get all the way out that way. Okay, the old target board's right in there. You probably just catch the gray of it, right about center screen. And here, got much further to the other spot. So, yeah, that's too heavy. I made that out of logs and stuff. It'd be too hard to move. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. And I'll build another one over here. so it can be moved back and forth. And I want to put another one at the 50-yard range somewhere too. That way we have a 50-yard range or two, because you usually use a 50-yard for, you know, smaller stuff like 22s and stuff, or when you're sighting in your rifles, you want to use 50 yards to make sure your bullets are hitting the target before you start going right to 100. So we'll see. There's just a nice pine there. Another one right in there. Hemlock down there. Here's my 2 maples right there. Goes back to a hill up there. Never knew one back ground there. We'll continue going that way. All right, here's right to the edge of the camp. Right to the edge of this camp. Down to that stump way down there was 101 yards. So this is my 100-yard range. My brother's might bring his box blade out here on his tractor to do part of the lot where he was thought about building a camp too. So I might see if he can box blade that range a little bit, just to level it out just a little bit more. Maybe get some of the logs and debris out of the way before I try and start dragging. We'll see. Again, I gotta start working on the food plot before I work on this backyard. I would like to make fire pits somewhere. Right under here or right over here somewhere, I'm not sure where exactly. Maybe right over here. We'll see. It depends on which way the wind's always blowing. I feel like it's blowing right at me today, but it normally blows down this way. So I don't know. We'll get it. We're gonna head to the food plot. All right, we're just getting up into the food plot. Beginning of it. There's the stone walls. Stone rocks, I should say. Stone walls. There's the big one over there. Gotta get that tree stand down sometime soon. We're gonna head up to there where the top, where the original food plot is, where all the ferns are. Go check that out. I've already seen deer tracks in here, walking right through the front of the camp. I don't know if I can see any here or not. Probably not right here. I just saw some over there somewhere. I had them on trail camera going right past the camp. A young one and a mama. Anyway, this is the beginning. I gotta try and figure out where to put a elevated ground blind here sometime. I'm thinking over near that rock somewhere, make a flat spot over there. I would like to have it in this tree line somewhere, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. There's a lot of rocks, there's all uneven ground in there. We'll see. We'll see. Because I want to be able to see this whole food plot. If I have it over here, you're not gonna be able to see that portion of the food plot up there. So I'm gonna do some evaluating and see what we got. We'll go up to the top of the food plot now. Here's a debris pile. That pile, believe it or not, it probably goes down 10 feet from there. You can see it drops down quite a bit. This was a gully. I'm surprised it's up that high. But they had a lot of stuff to put in there. This is the fall on this edge, the shady edge, kind of warm. So this is the back corner. There's a big rock right there. Trying to give you a view from every corner. I'm also looking for tracks and stuff. You can see you can go right up to the top of that hill now. I might have to clean that out, thin that out. It looks awesome. Straight past my tree stand, you can see that. Like to the right of it, you can see the solar panel for the cell camera out there. Sammy's poking around. Yes, sir. They did a good job. This looks awesome. Looks really good. A lot of dragging to do, that's for sure. Let's see, head up to that way now. Alright, just come from down that corner there. You can see where the big rock is. Sammy's right here. I walked up this shady edge to get to this corner. That's the original plot where all the ferns are. There's some winter rye and stuff in there. Trail camera's right on the little spruce tree right there. My licking branch is right over on this little hemlock still. A bunch of stuff growing in there. I have to go check out that stuff. There's a little hill going up. I should have beech trees up on the top of that. It was a skidder trail on the top of that before they cut, so I'm assuming they use it again. I did see them driving through there, so I'd like to put a plot up there sometime too. Just, you know, skidder trail lengthwise plot. And all along this side here, down by where the stand is now, going that way, I would like to put some apple trees along that edge. I want to have them have the most sunlight they can with all this open area. The sun will be shining over there the longest part of the day, so it's the best place to put them. And on this hill, I may put an oak or two. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I got to also figure out where I'm going to put the ground blind. Maybe on that left-hand side of that big rock down there, I don't know. Or right behind it maybe, and have it just high enough to look over it. We'll see. Just got to have a way to get in there. Looking good. Got my partner in crime right here sitting next to me, staying out of the sunlight. Good girl, Sammy girl. Yeah, we're gonna go check out, see what's growing over there in the food plot. There's my lichen branch right there, hanging off of this tree here. And here's the back part of the food plot. I don't know what the heck is growing in it. Bunch of weeds and ferns. Went to rye there. Trail cam's right there taking pictures of us. I don't know if that's rye or if that's oats or what that is. The little furry tops there. We're just over there a little ways. I'll need to take that stand of maple and these stand of maple down. I kind of wish I'd have told them to do that, but I'll use them for firewood. We'll take them down sometime. Looking awesome. Back with the high ground. I did have some beech trees up there. Hope they're still up there. Hope they didn't cut them all down. I did put ribbons on them. We'll see, I guess. I get out there someday. Going out that way, that's how I go to the spot I wanted to make like a trapper's cabin someday. It's all mess now, so I'll have to clean that out sometime and be able to get out there again. It's gonna work on the food plot this year. Be out here on Monday, tackling this. Hey, trail camera's right there. Took about 100 pictures of me walking through the food plot. This is all a mix mash and whatever, mismatch. It'll be dragged starting Monday anyway. There is some stuff growing in there from the previous food plot, but it'll have to be dragged up and raked. This is the tree stand is. Once upon a time, it was right thick in the woods, as you remember, just a few videos back. This is the edge. You probably plant some apple trees in because it'll take the sunlight the most. The sun is right up there. It comes all the way across the sky like this. So it'll be a lot of sunlight on the side, I'm assuming. And these trees got their crowns so high that I don't think they'll be blocking any light from them. So some here and down there. Maybe, like I said, put the oaks on this hill here. Maybe, I'm not sure. Might put another apple tree or two over here in this part of the edge of this plot here. Maybe even another one right here. We'll see. Get some of this other stuff out of the way. Sammy's getting hot. Hi, Sammy, baby. Good girl. Got water in the camp for you, baby. Well, heading back down to that corner now. I don't think this is quite as big as my brother's. My brother's is, jeez, I don't know. I think his is a little bit bigger than this. But this is the whole plot I think I need. Like I said, I would like to put another one up on the hill or somewhere so I can have a tree stand overlooking one in another spot. I got 55 acres and I'm only got, what, this and there. 2 acres being used so far, so. We'll see. I don't know what smells over there. Something smells awesome. It smells like a cologne of some kind of heathery kind of a smell. Smells awesome. Smells good. Heading that way back to camp. All right, we're back to this corner. And that's the back way to the back part of the yard. I'll clear up someday. Rock wall again. Big rock right here on this back edge here. Here's the edge I walked through to get here. Food plot up there. Tree stand. A lot of work to do coming Monday, but it'll be fun getting it done. Cause Monday's gonna be the hottest day, so I'll do a lot of dragging on Monday. We'll see. Me and Sammy are heading back that way. I got the fertilizer and lime all covered up with a tarp, so I think we're just gonna get ready to head on home. My brother's gonna be taking off on noontime to go get some more bear bait, so I gotta help watch the puppies. It was almost fell over. Heading that way. I got the chair back in. That's all tarped up. We are getting ready to go. Got to put the rest of this up in the truck. Camp's locked up. Sammy ran under there till get in the truck. One last look. We head out of here and be back on Monday. Today is Saturday, I believe. Yeah, today's Saturday. All right, heading on out.